The Coachella Valley Invitational reaches its final stage, and what a better way to say farewell to an incredible 3 weeks than with the Seattle Reign against Angel City FC. Welcome inside, everybody. Jonathan Rifkin alongside with you, and boy, do we have a matchup. I am strewn around Angel City FC fans as far as the eye can see, but the Seattle Reign fans are filing in as well as we bid farewell to this incredible tournament with 90 minutes of high-octane NWSL soccer. Last week, Angel City got their win against Portland Thorn. We saw that matchup earlier, the Portland Thorns drawing with Houston-Dash 1-1 in our earlier iteration. Angel City would like to capitalize going lossless here in the Coachella Valley Invitational, but it won't be easy. Seattle getting their only bite of the apple in this prestigious tournament. They did not play last week, and Coach Laura Harvey's squad will want to get onto the right track. Two teams with completely different identities ready to battle it out. Angel City FC in their quintessential Sol Rosa asphalt and armor uniforms. Seattle Reign donning the blues and the whites. Alexander Strauss at the helm for Angel City in his second season, his first full season. He was hired full-time back in June. And it's a good opportunity for the European head coach to try and piece a team together under his full identity in his first full season. He has that modern European detail-heavy DNA. Came from Bayern Munich, where he won 3 straight league titles. We are underway with Angel City FC in possession first. 72 degrees here at kickoff as Seattle will get the next touch. 72 degrees, but the sun is beaming down here on the near stanchion. Fans have lathered up in sunscreen. But they have all foregone their vitamin D pills today, as they're getting their fair share of the winter sun. In the jewel of the Inland Empire, Indio, California, the largest city in California's Colorado Desert in Riverside County. And anything that you hear about this place reigns true, but the most important is that this tournament comes and receives as delivered. Fans come in droves, players flock to these opportunities, and of course, both teams represented well with their familiar faces, but also some trialists getting opportunities to try and award their own spots on NWSL rosters. We saw Portland Thorns have 7 trialists play in the earlier match. I know 6 are listed on the Angel City roster. We'll see how many get in. Backline play here in the 4-3-3 for Angel City. Riley Tiernan backtracks, tracked down by Savvy King. Savvy King out of West Hills. She went to my rival high school. She went to Agora, where she was an incredible CIF athlete before making her name in the Tar Heel part of the country at University of North Carolina. Had 8 appearances last year before season-ending medical situation back on May 9th against Utah. Great to see she's back out there for her preseason opportunities. Sophia Huerta able to get it back on the near side for Seattle. She's at Boise, Idaho, another California product. Went to Santa Clara up in the Bay Area. Both teams building from the back. And we'll see how much the width is used. The field is playing pretty slick right now. Thin cut grass, the 3rd weekend of this tournament. And groundkeepers have done a great job, but that ball will move as the game continues with some of that friction from the previous matches. Ball towards the box. First shot is cut off and ricocheted up above the crossbar. First counter coming here for Seattle Reign out of that left wing spot. Addie Deline was the one out there. 2nd season with the team, another North Carolina Tar Heel out of Edina, Minnesota. She signed just over 12 months ago, 4 goals and 4 assists in 26 games played. She was nominated for the NWSL Rookie of the Year last year, but of course lost to Gotham's Lily Reel, who had an edge on everybody from the onset in 2025. Corner kick coming, far side flag. Short post it goes on the ricochet. It's downed by Jordan Bugg. San Diegan made her senior national team debut last year. Southpaw tip by Mia Fischel goes wide left. Mia Fischel, another San Diegan who went to UCLA. You're going to hear me name a lot of universities as we talk about these players. Most notably, though, consistently you'll hear UNC, you'll hear UCLA, you'll hear Florida State. Florida State, of course, the reigning national champs in the collegiate women's soccer game. Some up-pitch pressure here from Seattle Reign. Monsieur, bit off balance, couldn't keep it in the field of play. Now Relia Mondesir out of Haiti signed with the Reign back in 2024. 30 regular season appearances with the organization. Mainstay on the Haitian national team. She has 37 goals in 37 matches. And she could play the entire width of the pitch, playing right wing right now. We'll see if she slides up at some point. Right now it's Angel City back in possession. Ball taken along the right touch line. Here comes the pace that this team has been looking for. Perfect ball placed above the box. This is Riley Tiernan, team's leading scorer from a season ago with 8 goals on the back heel. Has a runner on the shot. It's blocked in goal and ricocheted back out. That was Mayara Neus on the shot. Bodies collide and possession turns over. Let's take another look at this. Perfect ball to Tiernan. She's in space. You see the defensive pressure applied, allowing her to dump it back. And Neus, who had a pair of goals last week in the 2-1 victory over Portland, got her first look. Chetufia trying to force the issue, but instead the ball's ricocheted out to the far left side. Angel City maintaining control. Pressure is the name of the game for a team who was trying to reestablish themselves after missing the postseason and finishing 11th last year. They went 7-6-13. They were a much better home team at BMO than they were on the road. 5-3-5 at home, 2-3-8 on the road. Mentioned Tiernan and Fuller sort of led the way. 8 goals for Tiernan. Fuller had 4 goals and 3 assists for Angel City. Trying to recreate moments of that 2022 season as a collision is made and the whistle is blown. Maddie Mercado getting called with the foul here at midfield. Ari Borges taking an extra second here. We saw a couple of Portland Thorns players be escorted off in the first half earlier. Good to see Borges is okay. Fan favorite out of Brazil. Dynamic box-to-box engine. She has those late runs into the box, and she has all the confidence in those big moments. Backline play now for Savvy King. Touched up to Tiernan. Nice move to create some space. Angel City trying to press into that attacking third, but that Reign defense shuts the door on that opportunity. Emily Sands backtracks to it. Madison Curry able to force the dispossession for Seattle. Another Southern California native. She's from Costa de Caza, went to Rancho Santa Margarita out in the Orange County area. One of the premier high school soccer programs in the nation. Angel City able to win it back here. Some defensive pressure at midfield. Hannah Siebert in goal, trying to award herself some extra opportunities. Siebert out of Riverside, went to Pepperdine. Set a program record 331 saves. Joined the squad back in July after a long European stint, as that ball ricochets back into the Seattle side of things. Siebert has quite the impressive resume, though. 7 seasons across Denmark, Norway, and Portugal. Most recently with Sporting, where she was the captain. Set a club record with 87 appearances before moving back over stateside and rejoining her home area team in Angel City. Tiernan playing on the back foot a little bit, leading the pace, trying to switch the field of play, and she does. Gorgeous control as the attack builds. It's a heavy touch. She was looking for a Shalufia, and on the ricochet, it goes out of play. You can hear how well represented Angel City is on a Saturday afternoon in Indio, California. And it's a team looking to counter. They're trying to play the attack wide, spread out that defense. They'll earn their second corner kick here. Mentioned earlier, they're trying to recreate at least some of the success they had back in 2023, what is known as the breakthrough season. They finished in 5th. They had the postseason appearance. Eric Gordon was named to the best 11. They missed the postseason the last 2 years. After that 2023 campaign, whistle's blown, possession turns over to Seattle. Meanwhile, Seattle is one of the charter members of the NWSL, one of the original 8 back in 2012. And despite 3 NWSL shields, most recently in 2022, and 3 title appearances, including that 2023 season, they're still chasing their first title. We know how raucous those fan bases in the Pacific Northwest can be. We know what Lumen Field can provide, and Seattle would certainly hope that the 12th man can help propel them to the program's first ever title. Almost the dispossession and turned over here for Angel City. Instead, it's backtracked into goal. Ice cream cart going by as the Heat continues to persevere here on the near stanchion. I feel like they should make a pass at the player benches as well. Taylor Suarez playing a little defense. 3-level player, obviously known for her roles in the attack. Got her team a goal kick opportunity as they spread back up the field and try to reset things. Third and final match of the day. Final match of the Coachella Valley Invitational. So happy you can join us for it. No matter how you're watching or where you're watching, we appreciate you making us a part of your Saturday afternoon plan. Seattle, and Angel City, I should say, battling it out. Dolene trying to keep possession in for her team. Ball headed backwards and handled by Siebert in goal. Reign have really nestled their offensive opportunities into the far corner of the field. And if a defense picks up on that, you'll see overload more, which will force them to try and flip it. But it's up to the team who persists in that identity to try and make the adjustment. Here's Savvy King. Little light up pitch pressure here from Seattle. They're playing the passing lanes, not necessarily player-to-player pressure. Shores, elevated ball. Lufia's in space. Priska looking for the crossing opportunity. She has Tiernan trailing her and finds Riley. Be set at the top by Borges. Now Emily Sams has it ricocheted backwards. She'll try to fight for it, headers it, and Angel City will get possession back here at midfield. Important match here in the Coachella Valley Invitational between the trialists, the mainstays, and some of the players who are on short contracts. These are your opportunities. Try and stretch out your opportunities as we barrel towards the regular season. 3 weeks away. No sport has a shorter offseason than soccer, and boy, does it feel like it. Here in the final iteration of the Coachella Valley Invitational. Or you know, we're back here for 2027. Attacking third throw and coming here for Angel City. Premium opportunity. Sugita. Seattle really forcing the squeeze on space, possession back out of play. Angel City comes up with a throw-in once again. Chilufia trying to box out for some space. Ball on the ricochet. Hughes tried to get to it, but the clear away towards midfield will allow everybody to reset for the moment. Oh, difficult throw, and Seattle has an opportunity to build something. Not a lot of movement for Mia Fischel as she gets this possessed from behind. Fischel went to Patrick Henry down there in La Mesa in San Diego. Another great soccer school. Siebert against the pressure. Switching the field of play here to the near side. Shores into the middle. Hughes looking for space. She gets this possessed from behind. Here's Deline. She couldn't keep it. And now here comes that build-up on the counter. Solo Rosa pink jerseys really standing out against the silhouettes of the mountains behind us, the snow-capped mountains that benefited from a very wet week here in the Inland Empire. It was pouring rain for 4 days. Tips of the mountains got upwards of 15 inches of snow. But boy, did it open up for some pristine pitch conditions here on a Saturday. See a little attacking third pressure here by Angel City, trying to have Seattle in a compromising situation just like that. Ball into the middle was cut off. Some contact made, hitting the deck for the rain. Sofia Huerta, she'll draw the whistle. Just over 15 minutes have come and gone here. 0-0 score. We've seen one real opportunity for Angel City. Seattle still trying to force the issue. Sam's able to win it back for her side. Zubita with the touch. Far side, no space. Throw in coming for Seattle. Behind us, it's San Diego and it's Denver. And Denver's beating San Diego 4-2. 5-2 now. That's how quick things changed. It was a 2-1 score early on in that game for Seattle, and Denver decided to take a page out of the counterattack playbook. Their final preseason match before their inaugural season. They're going to find some momentum. Well, San Diego can score 3 goals in about 90 seconds. Corner kick coming, though, for Seattle here. First opportunity for them. Far side flag. Box is filled up. Not really a short option out there, except for Sofia Huerta sort of on the outer parts of the box. This one's going near post. Backheeled attempt by Jess Fishlock is snuffed out, and Angel City able to shut the door on that opportunity. Fishlock is a player this team is trying to get into the mix a little bit more. She's a Welsh icon, all-time goals leader for the Wales national team. 48 goals in 165 matches. Also the only player with a club in the NWSL since its launch back in 2012. How about that? A mainstay for Seattle, played in the 2025 Euros for Wales. She scored in Wales' first ever major tournament in the Euros. Extended her contract with Seattle another season. Of course, was the 2021 NWSL MVP, so Jess Fishlock, a legend in the Seattle Blue, a legend in the Welsh Red. And a pleasure to see her out on the pitch here in 2026. Siebert's goal kick, almost mishandled by Tiernan. Somehow she keeps it in play. Here's an elevated ball. Chilufia had Tiernan on the wide side. She's going to flip it to the far side. Smart move here as the defense was compressing. Giselle Thompson going to track it down. Here's Taylor Suarez trying to get it back to her. The speedy Thompson, though, still couldn't catch up to it. Luckily for Angel City, that ball was played out of the field, which means a throw-in coming towards the attacking third. Angel City really set the tone high in their inaugural season in 2022. They led the league in attendance. Since then, they've been teetering between number 1 and number 2 in that regard. Seattle is also up there. These are two teams with some of the best fans in all of the NWSL, and you can probably hear it by some of the screams in the background. That reigns true here in Coachella Valley as well. Speaking of rain, nice defense from behind to force the misplay by Savvy King. Out of the valley of Los Angeles, the San Fernando Valley, West Hills, California, Gora High School. Here's a touch up over the head of News. And Seattle Reign going to get an opportunity here with the goal kick. We've seen both teams serving their identity as well. Seattle is okay playing on their back heels as long as the counter isn't too consistent for Angel City. But it's the Reign who have utilized the width of the pitch pretty well to at least build up their attack, Angel City, though, has not given an inch once that ball finds the attacking third. This is a ground ball pass. Sam Meza snares it to the near side. On the move is Monsieur. Ball ricocheted back out. Sugita tracks it down, and the clear away for the moment out of harm's way. Madison Curry takes some contact from behind and will earn her team the free kick. First team All-Ivy, All-American. Played 26 games last year with Seattle in her first season. Funny enough, she was drafted in 2024 by Angel City. 16 appearances for Angel City in 2024 before making the move up the 5 freeway. It's a long trip up the 5, but it's still the same freeway nonetheless. Priska Chilufia trying to get in on the defensive effort, and she awards her team a throw-in. '21st minute of action, 0-0 score. Fans trickling in now from Field 2, where they just saw Denver put up a 5-2 romp on San Diego. Denver's second ever game in existence. And they're showing all the offense. There's a ball ricocheted off Sugita, tracked down here on the defensive side, though, by Emily Mason. Mason can't really do much with it. Angel City gets it back. Written down, it's a 4-3-3, but they are playing. Angel City is allowing a little bit more movement beyond that defensive third by some of their defenders. The official couldn't get the edge, but able to get her team a corner kick. Official, one of those UCLA Bruins. She won the Liga MX's Golden Boot. She was the first foreigner ever to be awarded that accolade. Left UCLA early. She was drafted 5th overall by Orlando in 2021, but she opted to sign with Tigres UNL. Scored 17 goals in 17 matches that won her the Golden Boot. Moved on to Chelsea and eventually settled on Seattle last July. Made her senior national team debut back in 2023, and she had 32 goals in 59 matches at UCLA. Pretty incredible stuff in the career of Mia Fischel, and still in her early stages of her NWSL side career. Aurelia Mondesier on the far side. They went short post this time, far post the second time. It's elevated above, touching the nylon out of play. Seabrook gave it a jump nonetheless. Angel City, the closest team to the tournament here. I will say I'm very impressed with the turnout of fans for the teams across the board. They have done a great job of bringing attractions and making this a destination surrounding the tournament without really diminishing the product. Sometimes you'll feel like marketing can overtake the actual product. Not here. There is continuity between the marketing of the Coachella Valley Invitational and, of course, the incredible product that these athletes and teams are putting out on the pitch. Contact off the ball is going to give possession back here to Angel City. Jess Fishlock made some contact there at mid-pitch. I didn't check that. That was flipped around. She absorbed the contact, picked up the whistle, and it's the Rain who get it. Coach Laura Harvey joined the organization back in 2021 and was immediately awarded the NWSL Coach of the Year. She had won 2 prior. This was women's national team coaching experience, youth national team coaching experience, and boy, does she want to get her organization its first NWSL Cup title. Ball floated out to the far side. It was tipped off a Rain boot. Giselle Thompson going to throw it in. LA native had 18 appearances last season and a goal. And her first pro goal in May against Washington. Angel City has done a great job of solidifying its identity with California-based players and then allowing that to matriculate to representatives from everywhere across the board. Seattle has a nice little pipeline as well of players from the greater Seattle area. Backline build-up here, Savvy King in possession. Now it's Emily Sams. Sams part of the Florida State team back in the 2021 season where she won a national championship. Siebert back in goal, gonna wait on it. We're in Riverside County, only fitting for the Riverside native to get the starting goal. Though the city of Riverside is a bit away from where we are in India. Despite the force being played up top by Mondesier, control is still being maintained here by Angel City. Heading towards our 27th minute of action, 0-0 score. And that could have changed had that ball gone down a little bit earlier, but the heavy through ball turns it back over. Patience is key, but you don't want to get too complacent. Sometimes in these preseason matches, players, especially when you're a trialist or if you're somebody who's playing on a contract year or had just kind of one-year contract extension, sometimes you're worried about, quote, taking a risk, right? You don't want to play yourself out of minutes or out of a position depth chart spot. But I think coaches want to see the mentality behind risk-taking here. And we saw it in the Portland and in the Houston Dash match earlier. There were 2 goals, but both goals were scored. It was 1-1. Both goals scored, by Portland. There was an own goal, and then immediately followed by a midfield strike off the ensuing kickoff into the back of the net. And those are the risks I think that coaches want to see. How do you respond? It's okay to give it up and face adversity in these matches, but how are you going to respond? Oftentimes you hear coaches say it's not about what happened, it's about how you respond to it. And putting trialists, putting young athletes into these situations certainly forces adversity on them. And one of the things that you notice for players who haven't necessarily had extensive experience at this level is the pace and the physicality is just so different. And opportunities to try and develop within that aren't abundant, but that's why you try and utilize as much as you can in invitationals like this. Angel City looking to build. Here's Riley Tiernan. Actually, she gives it up on the back line. Evelyn Shores gets dispossessed on a beautiful slide tackle. My goodness. Sam Meza on the dispossession, and then a heavy touch is corralled by Siebert. Meza out of Dallas, Texas, another Tar Heel, drafted back in 2024, and then immediately loaned out to her hometown side in Dallas Trinity. Has established herself in the U.S. Women's Youth National Team pipeline. She did say that she loved getting to go play at home, but as much as she loved it, she's looking to earn her spot in Seattle. Possession comes back to Angel City. Sun continuing to persist. Everybody's going to go home, and their friends are going to wonder how they got so tan on February 21st. Because the sun is piercing through the Inland Empire sky. Just like that, pass pierced the right line. Ball above the box, southpaw. I think it was supposed to be a ball through to a runner. I was going to say a shot, but I'm not sure that would be awarded a shot. Maddie Mercado lets it ricochet out of play. Another San Diegan. And a corner kick coming for Angel City. Ina Sugita out there. Kita Kiyashu, Japan. AFC midfield conductor, or ACFC midfield conductor, I should say, entering her first full season with the club after being acquired in that late 2025 trade. Southpaw from the middle. Ball is snared for a moment. It pops out. It's dangerous. Header through and saved. My goodness. A collective heart palpitation amongst the Seattle Reign fans as that ball is settled down. There's a risk taken. It's high risk, high reward whenever a goalie comes off her line on a corner kick to try and snare the ball out of the air. Because if you mishandle it, it could turn into a disaster. Now, luckily for Claudia Dickey in goal, she had a defender behind her on the second effort, and then the header she was able to grab. Dickey was a staple at University of North Carolina. She has 7 caps with the women's national team since she was called up last year in January. Her brother Michael is in the Phillies organization playing baseball. Nice feed far side off the foot of Mia Fischel. Deline creating space, far post side, headed off the crossbar. Second effort ricocheted and cleared away. Maddie Mercado was point blank, but the crossbar said no. Best opportunity so far for Seattle. Mercado had a goal in 19 appearances a season to go for Seattle. That was after her loan to the Carolina Ascent. She had 4 goals in 6 appearances. She won the USL Super League Player of the Week and then was immediately recalled. Seattle recognizing that she wasn't a player they wanted to keep at arm's distance. They'd like to have her in the rotation if they can. Almost buried the go-ahead goal. Tiernan on the header. It trickles on the side towards Shores, but out of play. We'll see the platoon swaps at halftime, no doubt. These Coachella Valley Invitationals. I think we're going to get a hydration break. Have yet to have one of these, at least in today's games. So a hydration break here at the Coachella Valley Invitational. Despite a little bit of an overcast coming in, it is warm. It is warm. It is February. I think that there's a bit of an adjustment that needs to be made physiologically when you're used to maybe not 75 degrees and sunny in February. Let's take a look at some highlights for you. No goals, but no shortage of big moments. Seattle had their best opportunity most recently, but that was their first opportunity, and a great job by Angel City to get in front of it. This was Tiernan trying to tee one up on the back heel. And a good job by Dickey and goal to get in front on the shot by News. And you could see, like, Seattle is doing a good job of playing the passing lanes, but if they're not marking players, players get free, and Angel City knows how to find them. They just have not been able to shut the door on those opportunities. Saw Giselle Thompson with her first opportunity to take a strike. And it really has been. It's been late defensive lockdowns for Seattle that have been their saving grace because the counterattack has been prominent. It's been consistent. This was the most dangerous so far. Sofia Huerta saving the goal from behind Dickey. Dickey flying out, bobbled it, but Huerta in the right spot to be able to keep it alive, and then Dickey secured it. And then this was the best opportunity so far. Mercado off the cross, got denied by the crossbar. Maddie Deline teed her up perfectly, and then the ricochet got cleared away. So both teams have had opportunities. Angel City has played their identity in the counterattack very well. Seattle is trying to match their pace and effort. But right now, during the hydration break, fans taking in the sights and sounds. We have snow-capped mountains. We have desert terrain, palm trees, and sunny skies. What more could you ask for as this incredible event comes to a close here? The final match of a 3-week event here in the Inland Empire. 15 inches of snow this week alone on those snow-capped mountains where Big Bear City lies. It's hard to come out here and be all business, speaking on behalf of the players and also myself, because it is absolutely gorgeous. There's too much to do in this part of California between hiking and rafting and fishing. There's great museums, natural history museums out here. You can go up to the mountains, go skiing, snowboarding, all within an hour and a half. I mean, everything that you hear about the area is true, and that's for the fans. That's for the fans to enjoy. The rest of us, we get to appreciate being here in a professional capacity. Out of the media and hydration break, let's get back to some soccer. Here's Sofia Huerta on the throw-in. She has 32 caps with the women's national team. Hasn't been called up since 2023 as her position as defender has become really competitive. Entering her 12th year in the NWSL. Free kick coming here. Right wing area, just shy of the touchline. Perfect opportunity to tee up a cross for one of the best in the business in Monday Sear. Despite her 37 goals in 37 matches, she also has 4 assists at the national team level. Goes far post. And Siebert patiently gets on top of it. About 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Stoppage time is really more of a courtesy than a requirement during the Coachella Valley Invitational. We had a courtesy 60 seconds in the first half of the Houston Dash Portland Thorns match. We had a courtesy 95 seconds in the second half of that match. I guess with the hydration break, they did stop the clock, so I don't know if that'll be taken into consideration by the officiating crew once we get to that point, but I'm all for it. The more soccer we get, the better. However, you don't want to put any of these players in compromising situations, which is why you would understand that they wouldn't want stoppage time. Nice dispossession by News at midfield. Look at the speed on her, trying to lead the break, and that pass snuffed out by the toe of Madison Curry. A collision is made, the whistle is blown. And despite Curry able to get in front of that ball, the collision draws the whistle, and a free kick, a set piece in a premium spot coming for Angel City. Ida News out of Brazil. Joined Angel City back in March on a 3-year deal. She had 14 league appearances and 2 goals. Had her first back on September 1st, 2025. She also had the game winner late in the season against Bay Area, or Bay FC, I should say. Came by way of Sporting CP out in Portugal, where she had over 50 appearances with the club and over 10 goals at midfield. Here we go from the set-piece opportunity. Hughes slices it right off the wall, and immediately a Reign player hits the deck. A lightning strike as Maddie Deline took the brunt end of it. Trainers coming out to check on her, but it does look like she's okay. Deline is a pivotal player for this organization, signing back in January 2025. She had 4 goals and 4 assists in 26 matches last year. She was nominated for Rookie of the Year. She's elite speed. Won bronze with the U20 national team. Got to call her call-up for the senior team and debuted 3 weeks ago up in Carson against Paraguay. 7 players this week have been announced as call-ups from Angel City. Not necessarily for US, but Kennedy Fuller got moved up to the U20 team. Evelyn Shores and Taylor Suarez will be joining the U23 camps. Casey Fair is joining the South Korea side for the Asian Cup. Svendis Jonsdottir is in Iceland for the World Cup qualifier. And of course, News got her first call-up by the Brazilian national team. We're in that international window, so you're going to get a lot of those announcements here. Deline's going to be taken out here and looked at. Hopefully she's okay. No chances taken during these preseason events. Back to action we go. Angel City in possession. 0-0 score, 40th minute. Quick move into the box. Seattle able to snuff it out. Taylor Suarez was in the middle, by the way. Oh, there's a slide by Mercado, losing her footing. I said that the pitch was playing a little bit slick and frictious, and it was. There's some contact just at the edge of the box. Last-ditch defending made by Mercado. Draws the whistle. Free kick coming once again. Take another look at it here. See her holding on to the shoulder. He made some contact with the toe on the heel as well. Box filled up. Savvy King is the only defender playing back right now. At the top of the box, it's Giselle Thompson. This one goes far post, though. Soaring out of the goal and making the grab is Claudia Dickey. Impressive play by the goalie. I don't know if the Mariners need a new center fielder. I throw her into the mix. Very excited for her continuation on the international stage. Already 7 caps in just a year since she got called up. Funny enough, back when she was drafted by the Reign in 2022, she debuted against Angel City. Seattle won that one 2-0. That is a tough ball from Siebert. Ball ricocheted back and corralled by Shores. Tiernan on the touch. Down the line, it's spiked. Bug on the quick touch. Contact made before the dispossession. Seattle going to get it here on the free kick. Great to see Jordan Bug getting her moments. Made her national team debut not too long ago, back in 2025. She already has 6 caps. Of course, most notably, she was nominated as the Defender of the Year in the NWSL last year. Didn't get it, but she had most minutes on the back line of anybody who played for Seattle. She's going to continue to grow in her 3rd season in the NWSL. Emily Mason on the free kick goes far side. Flag is up for a goal kick. Well, Dacier just couldn't quite catch up to it. As we head towards the 44th minute. Again, stoppage time is a courtesy. It is not a requirement here during the Coachella Valley Invitational. See what the officials decide to do once we cross the 45th minute threshold. Right now, though, Siebert trying to find space, goes far side. Emily Sams. Check that, that was not Sams. Contact made from behind as Monde Cyr goes down. Colliding with Priska Chelufia. Chelufia, a three-level player as well. You saw her getting back on the defensive side, but most notably known for her scoring acumen. Traded from Orlando late in the 2025 season. Looks like Monde Cyr's okay. Opportune set piece coming for Seattle as we wind down the first half of this match. Angel City has done a great job for the most part of getting in the lanes towards the box and disrupting any potential goal-scoring opportunities, but Seattle did have one that glazed off the crossbar and a header by Maddie Mercado. That was the closest they've gotten. Here's Sofia Huerta. She has 91 appearances and 6 goals in all competitions, as Siebert is able to push that one out of harm's way. Ambitious attempt here by the defender who has 32 caps with the women's national team. Trying to light the fire here at the end of the first half. And we are officially in that courtesy stoppage time period. Monde Cyr to do the corner kick honors, this time from the near side flag. First corner from this flag for Seattle, 4th corner on the match. Goes middle, nobody's home. That one's going to be lobbed for Siebert. Says thank you very much. We'll see Angel City can get a runoff before the whistle's blown. This one is elevated. Chelufia, was given chase. She finds it, crossing it into the box. Tiernan, off of her shoulder, able to get back to it in the corner. Suarez and Tiernan were both in the middle. Suarez overran it. Tiernan tracked it down. Evelyn Shores touching it into the box. It's cleared now to the far side. Giselle Thompson into the corner. Chelufia again. Veering into the far end line. And ground balling it for a clear away by Seattle. Angel City continuing to persist here in stoppage time. Orgis brings it back. Seattle trying to squeeze space and get one more big stop. Chelufia goes back door as contact was made, and a free kick comes for Angel City. We have seen a lot of contact in this match so far, but that's what you expect. Two very physical teams who play that kind of brand of soccer. They really want to wear you down, but the difference, Seattle likes it for it to be a slow burn. Angel City is looking to do it with pace. Perhaps the final opportunity here of the first half. Box loaded up. They went far post last time from this point. This time they go middle. And on the volley by Giselle Thompson, that'll end the first half. 0-0 score between Seattle and Angel City. Despite the 0-0 score, though, no moment has gone unrecognized for its importance, as both teams are trying to take us to the finish line here in the Coachella Valley Invitational with some fireworks. We'll review the first half and get you set for the second half of action when we return from India.
soccer player now?
Yeah.
Let me get your signature.
Ahorita se lo va a tirar en el suelo.
Maybe they can't. Remember? Like 15 minutes.
Halftime at the Coachella Valley Invitational, and a 0-0 score between Angel City and Seattle. Jonathan Rifkin with you, our entire crew on hand, no matter how you're watching. Where you're watching, we appreciate you making us a part of your Saturday afternoon plans. What a finish we're in for between these two sides. This is the finale of the Invitational, and despite the scoreless effort so far, it has delivered. Both teams have had an abundance of opportunities, but both teams have come up fruitless so far via the goal. Both goalkeepers have really done a stellar job. Claudia Dickey has had 2 instances where she's come out of her line to try and snare goals that potentially could have gone. Now, one time the ball did ricochet out of her hands, but she had Sofia Huerta behind her to back her up, and Huerta was in the perfect position off the cross as that ball popped out to then be the secondary saver before Dickey was able to secure it. And then on the other side, Maddie Mercado had a header that ricocheted off the crossbar. That was the closest opportunity scoring for Seattle Reign. Angel City's front line has really forced the issue as well. Riley Tiernan got some early touches. Taylor Suarez had a header off a cross, and Priska Shelufia was winning foot races on long through balls. As we take a look at the day here at Coachella Valley, it started off bright and early for us. Houston Dash and Portland Thorns. That one ended in a 1-1 draw despite 2 goals from Portland. One was an own goal by Obeys, and the other immediately followed was a Dana Castellanos rocket from midfield. On the other side, it was Denver and San Diego in the midday matchup. San Diego took a 2-1 lead, and Denver went on a 4-0 spurt to win 5-2 in their final match before setting off on their inaugural NWSL regular season campaign. And here we are. The final half is upon us between Angel City and Seattle. Strap in, folks. Don't go anywhere, because that's coming up next here from Indio. Half number 2 underway here in just a moment between Angel City and Seattle Reign, back at the Coachella Valley Invitational, the premier event yearly in Coachella. I don't care what people say otherwise. Not Stagecoach, not Coachella, it's this event right here. The draw, the atmosphere, the product, and the vibes all intact here in the final second half of the Coachella Valley Invitational 2025. Jonathan Rifkind with you, no matter how you're watching, where you're watching. We appreciate you making us a part of your Saturday afternoon plans. Angel City, Seattle trying to battle it out here for a victory. Seattle in their only match of the Invitational looking to go 1-0. Angel City looking for a perfect 2-0 after beating Portland last week 2-1. Of course, both these teams have antithesis histories. Seattle, a charter member of the NWSL, one of the first 8 in 2012. They have 3 championship title appearances. They have 3 cup shields. They have never won a championship, but you've not really seen a team with much better regular season pedigree than the Seattle Reign. Meanwhile, Angel City started off their professional campaign in 2022, which, by the way, is one of the reasons why the number 22 is retired for Angel City. They do not announce the platoon swaps to us in the stadium, so we'll do our best to try and clean things up as this match grows on, but both goalies still in here. Dickey on one side and Seabird on the other. I do see Clara Emsley out there, the forward from Scotland and Florida Atlantic. Playing on the left side of the attack. Actually, she's playing on the right side of the line, my mistake. Ely Martin's first touch goes wide. Ball backtracked here by Deline. Good to see that she's back in. She went down in the first half after taking a ball to the face off a set piece into the wall. And from behind, the whistle's blown after she got into it with Svendis Jonsdottir. There's a lot of fans here, but nobody else is wearing yellow besides the officials on the field, so unfortunately those are the voices that matter. Free kick coming here for Seattle. Another look at it here on the replay. Jonsdottir appealing. Join Iceland for the World Cup qualifier here shortly. Svendis Jonsdottir joined back in May from Wolfsburg. Had a goal in her 13th appearances. An incredible assist in stoppage time against San Diego in August. Here's a through ball left side. Deline sets it up, far post, elevated above the crossbar and out of play. Seen a Deline to Mercado cross that led to a header off the crossbar. Not been able to recreate that moment since. Backline possession maintained by Thompson. Fires it up, looking for Kennedy Fuller on the box out. And actually, that was Jonsdottir on the box out, drawing the contact and a yellow card being shown as well. Fuller is out there, but she's playing in the middle. Jonsdottir able to force the issue and get Seattle's first yellow card here on the pole. Here's Kennedy Fuller now. Fielder out of Southlake, Texas, 26 appearances, 4 goals this season to go for Angel City. Appeared in every match, nearly doubled her rookie minutes. Of course, you remember as the 2023 Gatorade National Player of the Year out of Texas, number 3 overall recruit before deferring from college and signing professionally. Signed at 16 with this club. Ball into the middle, and on the ricochet, it's errantly off of Jonsdottir's knee out of play. Angel City fans like to see the buildup, though, especially from some of the mainstays. As we take another look at it, Jonsdottir playing the 9 right now, but she can kind of act as a false 9. You'll see her trail behind at times, and then either they'll play through her and her playmaking, or they'll try to cross it to her in the middle of the box. Sarah Gordon's in the midfield as well. Oh, big collision here at midfield. Both players seem to be okay. Throw-in coming for Seattle. Madison Curry. At every moment of this one so far. We haven't seen as many subs on the Seattle side as we do on the Angel City side, I should say. On the throw-in, the flag is up for offsides as the official came back to the ball behind the defensive line. Here's Neely Martin. Martin out of Birmingham, Alabama, an Alabama Crimson Tide. Acquired via that trade with Gotham back in September. 7 late season appearances as Siebert gets rid of this one onto the far side. Angel City did a very good job utilizing the counter in the backline buildup with pace in the first half, and we'll see if they can do it again. Last-ditch effort, able to sniff out that possession-building moment for Angel City, but they get it back. Now switching the plane on the near side. Ball up top from Giselle Thompson. Heavy contact made and a whistle is blown. Ronde Sear getting a little too aggressive there. Second time she's been whistled for some heavy contact from behind. Another look at it here. Both hands on the back and a little push after the shins connected. So Angel City will get another opportunity at it. Kendall Fuller's there. Lined up next to is Ina Sugita. Sugita to line this one up. And she southpaws it into the middle of the box. It's off the end of the foot and wide to right. Neely Martin caught up to it but couldn't maintain control. Goal kick coming here. I mean, this was ballooned into the middle. They were hoping for a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow, but I think Martin got a late jump on it. Despite her length, just could not get that inner heel to keep it from veering wide right. So we'll see if Seattle can respond now. Both teams have had a couple of breaks. The crossbar ricochet off the Mercado header in the first half by Seattle, and right there, one Taylor made into the middle. So that ball's headed away. Sun finally being covered with a little bit of overcast. Winds blowing a tad. It's been consistently 72 to 75 degrees. And now it feels like that with the sun covered up. Madison Curry on the throw-in. Puts it into a pocket of big-time traffic. And then on the ricochet, it's Monde Sear who's able to find the back left corner for the match's first goal. Neirelia Monde Sear out of Haiti, netting the first goal of the match in the 54th minute. She has 37 of them in 37 national team appearances. She only has 1 goal with the Seattle Range since she signed in 2024, and they're hoping to see a little bit more of that in the 2026 season. Came after 7 years with Montpellier out in France. She had 120 appearances and 20 goals on the French side. And here she is putting her team up 1-0 in the 54th minute. Angel City looking to respond. Again, it's a platoon swap at halftime for Angel City. Not as many new faces in for the other side. And Seattle, as that ball is whiffed on in space by Svennis Jonsdottir. Tough bounce on the ricochet. I think it came up higher than she anticipated. And Despite her 5'9" powerful frame, she just got behind it. It was an early release on the kick, so it actually wasn't too high. It was right at hip length, but didn't extend far enough. Nonetheless, here's a corner kick from the near side flag. Sugita to do the honor. She had one tailor-made in the middle from the set piece. This time she goes near post. Off a pair of heads. Maintained in danger. On the down, Jonsdottir couldn't keep balance. 50-50 ball maintained, but first the player's down for Seattle, and they'll whistle play to stop. Once again, it is Monday Sear who gets up gingerly. Match's lone goal scorer so far, comes up hobbling just a little bit. Another player who plays at all 3 levels of the pitch. She hustles back to her right winger spot. Claudia Dickey poking this goal-kicking opportunity. Now she unleashes one out towards midfield. First touch was made by Deline. Cleared away, far side. Possession being vied for, and Angel City comes away with it. Riley Tiernan able to bring it back. Through ball left side. Searching for News, who moves from the middle to the left side. And they'll get the throw in. Box is loaded up, thrown that way. It's off the head of a Reign player. Backdoor header attempt is cleared away. Angel City in danger of allowing Deline to break away with one, but quickly out of goal comes Siebert to push it away for a moment. Sophia Matthijs out there. Gets dispossessed. Tice out of Folsom, not too far down the road, down the 210 freeway in San Bernardino. Went to the University of Portland and Kentucky during her collegiate career. 2 formidable programs. See a couple of pilot hats and visors across the Coachella Valley Invitational. I always love seeing the purple and white UOP representatives. Possession tracked down by Sugita. Seattle now backtracks it, trying to play from their defensive line on the attack. They have not been able to maintain the continuity that they'd like, but right now with a 1-0 lead, I don't think it matters. It was a shot just outside the box by Monday Sear, who just hit the deck to give them the lead. Angel City on the counter. News in the corner, being squeezed out of space. She's matched up with Mason. And News brings it back, Angel City resetting. Trying to build up that half-pitch offense. No runners around, though, as that ball is dispossessed. Seattle playing the passing lanes well. Throw in midfield coming. Team in Sol Rosa and Asphalt Armor. One of the pristine color combinations you'll see. NWSL color combinations are second to none across the sports ecosystem. There was a wall full of jerseys put up somewhere. It should be NWSL jerseys, because that would be the Jackson Pollock of sports jerseys. Free kick here for Angel City. Ricocheted off the head of Svennis Jonsdottir. She's going to track it down. The Icelandic native trying to cross it into the middle, and it's blocked away by Madison Curry, but Angel City comes with the near side corner kick opportunity. Another look at it here. Haven't seen as much pace here in the second half from this side, but Jonsdottir doing her part to try and force the issue. Addie Curry said no. Second corner of the half. Sugita's going to try it out. Last time she went short post. And now a player runs short for Angel City. Riley Tiernan crossing it up. Claudia Dickey bringing it down. And Claudia continues with her stellar fly ball fielding. Foul caught on Angel City. So across the 60th minute playing here. We had a hydration break in the first half. That was the main stoppage. Luckily, we have not seen players hobble off due to injury here in this one. We did see two Portland Thorns players go down in the first half of their match earlier against Houston. That one ended up a 1-1 draw, despite both goals coming from Portland players. Obeys had an own goal. That gave Houston the 1-0 lead, and then immediately after it was Dana Castellanos with the goal of the preseason from midfield. Tied things up. Ball into the box, slide tackle made cleanly. That ball is pushed out of play for a corner kick. Desir striding out there. She has the lone goal, and she wants that to be perhaps the game-winning goal. Going short, crossed in, pushed out. Beautiful job by Siebert at a goal to get off her line and snuff it out. Angel City trying to continue with pace here. Kennedy Fuller on the throw-in, going left touchline, looking for News. Couldn't quite keep it within her reach. Perfect morning turning into an unparalleled afternoon here in Indio. The largest city in California's Colorado Desert, hosting the premier preseason matches at the professional soccer level here in the United States. And what a way to end it. Seattle Reign trying to go 1-0. They did not play last weekend, trying to play spoiler to what could be a perfect tournament for Angel City after their 2-1 win a week ago against Portland. Here's a through ball that is flared past Aline. Addie wasn't ready for it. Even if she was, I don't know she would have quite caught up to that one. That was a heavy pass. Possession kept on the ground by Gordon. Sarah Gordon trying to get her touches. Foundational club defender. Of course, she missed that 2022 season with the ACL, but immediately returned and was just so inspirational in 2023 when she played every single minute. Named to the best 11 that season. She does have a contract through this year with an option for next year. Of course, a regular captain in 2024. Here comes Angel City on the move. Heavy touch through the back line. Taken by Madison Curry for Seattle. Saw a little bit more continuity in the pace buildup for Angel City in the first 45. Haven't seen as much here in the last 18, if you will. Shocked that my math is mathing right now. Any other broadcast, you'd be holding me accountable as a viewer. Ball ricocheted. In pursuit is Deline, and the flag comes up for offsides. High risk, high reward play. Angel City take a sigh of relief right there. More work to be done though, trailing 1-0. Heading towards our 65th minute of action. Gordon goes backward. Zell Thompson leading the charge. Into the middle she goes. far side fling coming from Kennedy Fuller towards the box. This one set up into the middle, cleared away by Curry, but back into the possession of Sugita. Now Tiernan vying for space, drawing a pair of defenders, and a whistle as well. Fans continuing to fill in the very few gaps of these stands. Whether they left to go walk around and come back, whether they're trickling in from the Denver-San Diego match, coming from their 18 holes of golf this morning. This place is packed to the gills. On the free kick, Claudia Dickey does some more field work. You could see the confidence she plays. Every now and again, you'll get a keeper, even at this level, who's a bit hesitant to come out off their line, and she just isn't. She recognizes she's one of the best at it, which is indicative of why the national team is trying to utilize her skill set and work her into a consistent role in between the pipes. Pass goes behind Tiernan. Angel City is 5 trialists. We have not seen them take the field yet. I know one specific family sitting around me is potentially waiting for that moment. More on that if that happens. Here's Maddie Curry. Near side fling to Deline on the reset back towards midfield. Here comes that pressure. Deline gets it back. Forced to give it up. Now it's Jess Fishlock. Dickey saying, you know, we got the lead. 67th minute, there's no reason to really press with a sense of urgency right now. Finally, she boots it away. Tiernan goes back door. Elevated through ball down the line. There is some space to operate. Somebody can get it down, but instead it falls to the possession of Jordan Bugg. Angel City has dominated possession here in the second half, but it has not really turned into much. We're going to see the Seattle platoon swap. They didn't make a ton of subs at halftime. It's going to come here at the 68th minute. As they get touches, we'll let you know who they are. Again, those are not relayed to us here. But this is the opportunity now for some of these players, especially up 1-0, to try and hold for a win. And this is that time where players that are looking to build their identity within the framework of these clubs come in and try to make impacts. You see Brittany Ratcliffe coming in here, forward from Virginia, and Wilmington, New Jersey, Williamstown, New Jersey rather, coming in for Seattle. I'll let you know the other subs as they get their touches. Angel City, though, in possession. A couple of ticks under the 68-30 mark of the match. Quick touch, Sugita on top of it, quickly rids of it to the far side. Another through ball down the line, giving chase to it is Kennedy Fuller. Can't catch up to it. Mason clears it away. It's another Angel City throw-in coming. An opportunity to try and continue to force the issue. They established their identity early and often, but they have not been able to capitalize. And Seattle has since really controlled the pace and the rhythm of this match. Throw it into the middle of the box. It's off the head of Jordan Haitama, who just checked in. Fifth-year player out of Canada. Canadian international team player who has 94 caps and 23 goals since 2017. Also won gold back in Tokyo with the team. Had her senior debut at 15, one of the great names to come out of Canada in the last eight or so years. Line drive ball ricocheted back. Seattle wanted the counter, but build-up was unapparent. Neely Martin swings it near side. Giselle Thompson on the touch. Now a reset back towards midfield. You can see the pressure in the passing lanes being applied here by Seattle. Thompson trying to set up for a cross, but she's disrupted on the attempt by Brittany Ratcliffe. Corner kick coming for Angel City, though, as Ina Sugito will get back out there. She is one of the league's most technical midfielders. She can dictate the rhythm and connect in different phases of the pitch. If she's healthy and she settles, she could really become ACFC's possession metronome. See them really trusting her with her third corner kick of the second half. Ball is batted down, but the whistle's blown, and possession comes off to Seattle. Dickey couldn't grab it cleanly, but she did do enough. The contact was made over the back. '71st minute, 1-0 score. It was a 54th minute goal, rather, by Ariella Mondesir. Above the box, I think it caught everybody on the back foot a little bit. It wasn't really a clean shot, it was a ground ball. But Siebert was playing to the left post. That ball had enough space to get to her right and slide right through to the back left part of the goal. Rain get it back here on the goal kick. And this is where your sense of urgency for Angel City needs to become the stressor. Because you could see Seattle is so content right now, sitting on possession, waiting out these in-between opportunities. Dickey is in no rush to try and get these balls out of the box. Just try to milk this clock. Here's a counter opportunity. Possession building up for Seattle. We haven't seen a ton of them. This is Adames, third-year player out of Dallas, switching the plane of field onto the near side. Brittany Ratcliffe trying to cross one. It goes off the shoulder of Giselle Thompson, but a corner kick coming for Seattle. Lumen Field, one of the premier soccer stadiums in the nation, one of the premier soccer scenes, if you will. Whether it's Lumen or BMO, you can't go wrong attending either of these teams' matches. And I'd highly recommend, if you're a fan of the sport, to just do it. I don't care if you're a fan of the team. It is top-notch what these two clubs are able to do from their in-house teams to the media side of things to the product on the pitch. It is just spectacular, both in Los Angeles and up in Seattle. Seattle are going to get the throw in here just shy of the corner flag. And actually, no, it just did go wide of the corner flag, so it will be a corner kick for Emery Adames. Signed back in 2024 as a 17-year-old. She has 7 goals and 42 appearances with the club. She's part of that youth national team pipeline, U17 through U23, but she does train with the senior side. Originally, she was committed to the University of North Carolina. As the cross comes in, it's ricocheted out, pulled her commitment and signed with Seattle. Great job to get it back here by the Rain, and Ainsley McCammon, her first touch. Third year out of Bedford, Texas. Had 15 appearances a season ago and a goal for Seattle. Also captained the youth national team U17 side in the 2024 CONCACAF Women's Cup. Was recently played in the U17 World Cup and practices with the senior team. Angel City gets it back, looking for an attack. Ball being spun around here. Martin can keep it in her possession. This time she'll find it. Possession being vied for and won here by Seattle. Back above the box they come. Looking to take a 2-0 lead. That ball is ricocheted to a waiting Siebert. Great job by Jonsdottir to sacrifice her body for the betterment of her team. Jonsdottir has 16 goals and 56 caps with the Iceland national team. Debuted back in 2020 with 2 goals against Latvia. And a water break here at the 75th minute mark. 15 minutes or so to go here in regulation. Fans are going to get an opportunity to hydrate, re-sunscreen, so are the players on the pitch. But what a match it's been. I mean, it was 0-0 at halftime, but all it took was 9 minutes for Monde Cyr to flip the fortunes of her team and put them on top 1-0. Really felt like she was catching not only the defense in Angel City sleeping, but even her own team. It was really a soft goal. But sometimes that's all you need. It's more about recognizing where the opposing goalkeeper is and utilizing the space that's allowed to you. Take another look at the save here. Angel City has had an abundance of opportunities around the box. They just have not been able to take advantage of those opportunities. Twice Jonsdottir has been in on goal, and twice she has not been able to walk away with anything but a turnover. This was served on a platter by Sugita. Just a late touch there off the heel, and this was the goal. On the stutter step, and a double hopper finding the back left nylon. And the Haitian national player able to put Seattle up 1-0. Siebert really was playing that right post, and despite her best efforts, couldn't catch up to it. This was Jonsdottir sort of working against herself right there. She waited so long for that ball to come down that she ended up being early on the strike attempt. She had another opportunity in box on the cross, but a great job to close the door was Madison Curry. Madison Curry has done a great job shutting down the right side of the pitch for Angel City. Whenever they're in on the attack, you'll see the third-year player out of Cote de Casa make her presence felt. Back into the action we go. Angel City looking to try and enact some revenge after taking a 1-0 deficit at the 54th minute. On guard James Turner's into the match. He's on defense for Seattle. Here's Kennedy Fuller with some pace. James Turner tried to dispossess her. Fuller goes backward to Jonsdottir, who runs out of space, but she does get the throw in. Fuller touches it on the throw in towards Jonsdottir, but it's well out ahead of her. And Seattle gets it back. Sofia Cedeno trying to get possession for her side. Cedeno, her second season, born in Panama but grew up in Irving, Texas. Sarah Gordon playing hot potato with her back lines mate. Now here's an elevated through ball that will have to stutter to a stop as the offside flag comes up on Svendis Jonsdottir. Funny enough, when she was at Wolfsburg, she was a thorn in the side of her head coach, Alexander Strauss, in his second season with Angel City FC, his first full season after being elevated as the head coach back in June. Won 3 straight league titles with Bayern Munich. Also won a Super Cup. But one of the players that really made things difficult for him was Svendis Jonsdottir when she was at Wolfsburg. She had 12 goals and 58 league appearances for the Bundesliga side. Angel City's going to bring in a couple of subs at the 79th minute mark. Looks like Jonsdottir's going to check out here. Actually, no. It's going to be Sugita who jogs off along with Giselle Thompson. Talia Batista entering the match here. You could tell that some of her fans are trying to steal the mic away from me. An 805 representative, somebody who we love to see take the pitch. One of my hometown heroes. As that ball is elevated through the back line and into the box for Seattle. Batista hoping to earn an invite beyond the Coachella Valley Invitational along with the rest of these trainees or these invitees. This is where dreams really can be made. I mean, you hear stories all the time of players who were in this situation. They didn't have a contract. They were a non-roster invitee, and then come March 1st, they're on a 1 or 2 year, sometimes even a 3-year contract. Happened with Seabird and goal back when she was with Chicago. These tournaments matter more than just trying to get the tone set for the regular season. Really make a career. Ball slid to a stop out of play. Throw in coming here for Seattle. Cedeno takes the throw in but runs out of space. Cedeno, one of those players that Reign fans are excited about. Signed back with the team in December, I should say, on a 3-year deal. Signed a 1-year contract with the organization back in 2025 in March, but it was terminated mutually. She went up north to Halifax. Had 11 appearances in the Northern Super League before she signed back with the Reign in 2025 at the end of the year in December. Now an opportunity for Reign fans to see her in action. Ton of promise from Sofia Cedeno. Right now it's Angel City and their side trying to get back into it. 1-0, 82nd minute. Remember, stoppage time is a courtesy. Jonsdottir got the first header. Giving chase to it was Casey Fair, but couldn't bring it down. Nonetheless, Seattle able to push it out of play, and a corner kick is awarded to Angel City. Kennedy Fuller jogging back out there. Southlake Texan. Early entry at the U15 national level. She's played every level of the U.S. Youth National Team all the way up to the U20s. Signed at 16. 4 goals, 26 appearances last season. Cross is snuffed out and cleared away. Tough first touch there at midfield by Matthijs, but Talia Batista able to box out to give her team back possession. Jonsdottir swings it far side. Collision's made, foul is called on Seattle. Lone goal of the match came at the 54th minute. Aurelia Ondesir. There were 7 combined goals in the Denver-San Diego match that started at 12:30 today, wrapped up about an hour ago. Between the Houston-Portland Thorns match on this field and this one, we have 3 combined goals. No sport more dynamic in the sport of soccer. Nice move on the first touch by Sarah Gordon. Ball backtracks to her. Looking for an edge. Jonsdottir off the tip of her foot. Took some contact from behind, but actually, it's going to be off of Seattle. So Angel City gets another corner kick here, far side flag. And Kennedy Fuller will do the honors once again. Got her U20 call-up last year, and she's viewed as one of the top attacking midfield prospects in the U.S. system. She's been training with the senior national team, but they are waiting for her moment, and so is she. She will make the most of those moments here with Angel City. This is a heavy cross, middle part of the box. Jonsdottir trying to keep it into the middle. Ricocheted back towards her, and then Seattle on the second effort is going to force it all the way back towards goal. Angelina Anderson in goal right now for Angel City out of San Ramon. 17 appearances last year as the rotational starter and a spot starter for this team. Definitely has upside as a potential #1 candidate for Angel City. Also has plenty of youth national team experience. Most recently had her appearance with the U23 team against Germany back in August. Angel City looking to rebuild the attack here. From the near side though, possession is ricocheted out of play. Pressure being applied from behind for Seattle by Phoebe McLaren. 6th-year defender out of Westchester, Pennsylvania. Signed with Seattle back in 2022 after a stint in Sweden. She was drafted by Orlando after a stellar career with the Cavaliers. Dickey on the kick. Ricochets out back. This is dangerous. Giving chase to it was Cedeno, but Anderson able to clear it out of harm's way. Anderson went to Cal, where she was the Pac-12 Player of the Year. This one's blown on the far side of the field. Angel City trying to move quickly, and Claudia Dickey stalling a bit. Free kick coming right at the edge of the box. The 87th minute. Does Angel City have an equalizer in them? The fans certainly think so. The Reign have had some timely stops in this match. See the officials trying to sort out the mess inside the box. Prime opportunity, the touch up, the shot through, it's ricocheted. Flying in on guard James Turner. The 5th-year player out of Wales, the Welsh national team captain. Fastest player to over 100 caps with the national team. Able to disrupt that shot. Seattle gets possession back. Nasha Colin, number 65, is out there, by the way. She's one of the other trialists. DM Seeley and Grace Murray also out there. So Angel City giving their trialists an opportunity. As Sarah Gordon lobs this one to the far side. Giving chase to it is Casey Fair, but it's cleared away down the line. It hit an Angel City ball girl, but shaking it off and getting a nice hand from the crowd. Jan's daughter looking for space here. Runs out of it, but smart play to force it off of a Reign defender and get her team the corner once again, which means Kennedy Fuller will be back at the flag as we hit the 89th minute of action. Box loaded up. Fuller lets this one fly. Back post, Dickey fields, no problem. Impressive display by Claudia Dickey here today. And even the one perceptive mistake she made where she came out of goal on the cross, tried to grab it, ricocheted out of her hands. It was the right play to make, she just didn't secure the ball. Luckily for her, Sofia Huerta was behind her to get the preeminent stop. Clarendon on the header ran out of control, and Angel City now trying to utilize as much pace as they can here. Throw in coming just shy of the corner flag. Stoppage time is a courtesy of the officials. It is not an obligation. 30 seconds to go in regulation. Thrown into the middle of the box. Ball ricocheted around. Nobody can catch up to it but Dickey. North Carolina native will quickly get rid of it. Now it's time for keep away for Seattle. I'm sure we'll have a little bit of an extension of time after the 90th minute mark is hit because of the hydration stoppage. Shouldn't be more than 2 minutes though. Right now, Seattle building. Looking to keep pressing here on the offensive side. Far side run for Emery Adames. Down the touchline she goes. Adames fires one. And Anderson gets in front of it and on top of it. First time Angelina Anderson has really been challenged here since the goal. And she makes the most of the opportunity, awarding herself with a stop. And in the final moments of this match, we'll see if Angel City can get something rolling. AC Fair on the header. Fuller. They're dispossessed from behind. And Angel City's got to press now if they want to get possession back with time left. Seattle looking to try and put the exclamation point on this one, but a beautiful dispossession will give it back to Angel City. Fuller gonna lead the charge. Kennedy Fuller a through ball up the middle into space is Jan's daughter, and she takes the brunt end of a slide tackle. The whistle blows and that'll do it. The Seattle Reign get the victory 1-0 against Angel City at the conclusion of the Coachella Valley Invitational. What a weekend it has been. Today it was a tie between the Dash and the Thorn in the morning. A win for Denver over Seattle in the midday, and a 1-0 victory for Seattle in our afternoon affair. Both these teams head towards the regular season with questions answered and questions still abound. But boy, did the fans get a show. A 54th minute goal by Monday Sear, the lone goal of the match, to give Seattle a 1-0 victory in the Coachella Valley Invitational finale. Huge thank you to everybody who made this possible. So grateful to have been given this opportunity to share this moment with you. For our fearless director, Chase, my name is Jonathan Rifkin saying so long and good afternoon from Indio, California. Seattle is victorious with a 1-0 victory over Angel City, and we'll see you in the regular season.